Hey guys, welcome back to Crunch Time, the show where you get the best NBA DFS picks each and every day. Today we have a nice 9-game slate, I believe. Joined as always with Chris here, aka Chrissair DFS. I had to take a closer look at your shirt. I was wondering what it said. Nike shirt. Now that I see, how are you doing today, Chris?
Pretty well. Do you know what it says?
It says running.
Is it backwards for you?
No, not for me. I can see it.
Oh. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we have a nice slate. We have some news we're waiting on. So that's gonna be big to watch. Embiid is questionable. Trae Young, KD, Lakers guys. So gotta watch out for that stuff. We got some other injury news with Jamal Murray being out, so that changes a few things. But yeah, I'm excited for the slate. Hopefully we can get it done like we did yesterday.
Yeah, it's a big one for sure. 9 games. Got some guys in the chat here. Jaden's asking what the cash lineup is from last night. Maybe we have one of those in the success tweets. Not sure. Do you know, Chris? We do, maybe.
Yeah, we'll go over it once we get there.
Yeah, Charlie Cole says, "Yo, what's up, Charlie?" Always says hi here. Cody says, "Let's go." Thomas says, "Sabonis was so bad last night. My God." Sabonis and Brogdon, they totaled for what, 30?
Yeah, I had both of them in DK. Still managed to cash. But yeah, they let the second unit, they were down. The second unit brought them back, so they didn't bring the starters back in for the fourth quarter. So that was kind of frustrating.
Yeah.
Lonzo was just putting the clamps on Brogdon, so Lonzo's definitely a good defender there. But yeah, definitely wasn't too good for those Pacers guys.
Yeah, he's a good defender. Yeah, I had them both in my FanDuel. Didn't cash because of them. I'm gonna say it's because of them. It's pretty bad, but it is what it is. KJ says,
I feel like you always jam in Sabonis. Like there was a really obvious team yesterday. I can't believe you played it. I mean, you didn't play it.
I love Sabonis. Sabonis and Brogdon threw my cash down the toilet. I'm with you, KJ. So did Devontae Graham getting injured. Yeah, let's open up the success tweets here like we always do. Every night there's success. That's awesome. Love to see the crunchers get takedown after takedown triumph face emoji. It's the best one, I think. Get a free 3-day trial at dfscrunch.com and get your first takedown. Like that one there. First up, we have you, Chris, here. $2.50. You entered this tournament here, but $2.50, 2,500 almost. That's kind of crazy. 1000x there with that one.
Yeah, I mean, LaMelo got me there. He was like 2%, and then everyone else was pretty chalky, other than Siakam as well. He also got like 65. But yeah, if I entered the big one, I think I would have won. I think I would have won like 15, 20K. I think there was someone ahead of me in the big one, so I'm not too down about that. I would have definitely been down if that lineup would have taken first in the big one.
Yeah. Yeah, you should have done the big one. Surprised you're playing GPP. You're not usually a GPP guy, but you're getting into it a bit, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then some NHL down here, some FanDuel here as well. I guess there's another one here. Your cash DraftKings here. Looks like cash FanDuel here. So you cashed here. You didn't get Sabonis. Baisley, Roby instead there. But yeah, what do you make of those two cash lineups here? I guess we had the question here about the cash lineups. These are both of them we had, the optimals?
No, not DK. So I had Brogdon and Sabonis. I wanted to jam them in DK. So I did that. I think the actual optimal was better. I think it got like 317, something like that. Then NHL, obviously, this good lineup here. NBA, I think this build was very obvious. There was like a 40-man train with this team. So yeah, like we had Harden, and Katie obviously had the funny stuff go on, but it didn't really help Harden. Harden was kind of passive. He wasn't very aggressive. He looked like the Harden that was there the first couple of games on the Nets, and not the Harden that was there the last few games.
Yeah. Yeah, that was kind of funny with Harden. What do you think of the Raps taking down the Nets? I love it. Like, people sleep on the Raptors. I remember people saying they're not a playoff team. They're definitely a playoff team. I think they can get there, at least 8th. Like, no way they're not getting there. What do you think of the Raptors now, Chris? They had the bad start at the start of the season.
I mean, they're fine. They're pretty much the same team they were last season. I think they're in the 8th seed now. They're obviously better than teams like the Hornets, Cavs, Magic, Knicks. So I think they'll make it, but probably like 7th, 8th seed, maybe 6th, something like that, I think.
Maybe a bit higher. I mean, they were also undermanned. They didn't have their big dog there, OG Anunoby. If they had him, I think it might have been a blowout. But, I mean, not going to talk about that much more. Thomas says, Luka and Boogie should both be locks tonight.
Yeah, definitely. They are.
Yeah, he also says, bro, LaMelo is so nice. I'm not even playing. Looks like a savant out there.
Yeah, he is. He's definitely a savant.
Yeah, and then Bren over here says, thanks for your dedication on the weekend too, guys. You helped me stay ahead of the 40-person train on FanDuel cash last night in the 100 mans. Nice. Is that your train?
Yeah, that was definitely my train.
Yeah, you were looking to run him over with your
He,
train.
he says, instead of Brogdon, I played Anthony, Levine, Sabonis, and stayed ahead of that popular cash lineup by less than 3 points. Yeah, I mean, if you can get ahead of the train, you're definitely gonna go like 2x, 3x on your lineup. Um, but yeah, it's definitely hard to get ahead of the train.
Yeah, you don't want to get run over by the train as well, right, Chris?
Yeah, you got run over by the train.
I got run over by the train. I got squished. Um, let's see what else we got here in the chat. KJ, not a Raptors fan, but if they had KD, it was looking bad.
Yeah, I mean, didn't help the Nets, but he was there a bit. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Hasty says LaMelo not that good. Lols easy Thomas.
I don't like that comment. Kind of condescending there. Easy Thomas. I'm a Thomas. I think I'm a fan of Lamelo. I know Hasty's not a fan of the ball boys.
Yeah, he's not. VN Jones says that KD situation last night, in my opinion, gave the NBA a black eye. Should never happen. That was so weird, wasn't it? Like, doesn't start the game because of a test, goes in the game, then comes out of the game again because of a test, and then like what?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, it's kind of dumb. Brent says, I didn't see Gudip in there. Yeah, I wasn't in the train. Like Chris said, I got run over by the train. Sabonis and Brogdon killed me. If they did better, I would have crushed the train. But yeah, the train got me. Steph is going to go nuclear tonight. You heard it here first, Chris. What do you think of that?
Steph? Yeah, I'm a fan of Steph. Like he always crushes when the game stays close, but that's the thing with him.
Oh my God, Thomas here. Did you see Lonzo last night? Hasty, man amongst boys out there.
Lonzo too?
Yeah. Justin says, can you review single game showdown Denver Sacramento that locks in 20?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, let's just go through the success here. Weaver out here got his first takedown. Says about damn time. Thanks to all the crunchers for the help every day, especially Days. Days, great member here. Helps out a lot with his tournament knowledge, hockey knowledge, all that stuff. Days definitely studies the game. Like he does his homework. But yeah, crunchers killing it again. Chris woke up Weaver for this. Weaver usually goes to bed a bit earlier. Chris at him, woke him up. But yeah, first place here.
He's East Coast.
Yeah.
It was like 10 p.m. here, so that's like 1 a.m. there. But I think he got up like you said. Yeah, this was at 1 a.m. his time.
Yes, love to see that. He's been trying to get a takedown for a while. He's been studying as well, actually. Yeah, definitely big shout out to Weaver. I love to see that. Start of something big here for him, I think. I think he'll do well, or a lot better going forward. Hopefully he can get his stakes up in the future. I think he'll do well. But yeah, I love to see that. Next up, turn and burn here. Optimal line. Not sure why the pictures turned out so blurry. I tried zooming in on the browser today, but I think this one was still a bit small. Did you just go get the hair gel, or what was that?
No, the sun was coming out. I had to close the curtain.
Got it. Turn and burn here. What do you make of this one, Chris? Just quick summary here.
Yeah, this was the optimal 316. As I said, I think I was at 303 with my team. So yeah, I went off the optimal and I lost to the optimal.
Yep. Before I go over to the next one, I'm just wondering, Justin, is it FanDuel or DraftKings the showdown there? Do you know, Chris?
Both.
Both. Okay. Yeah. Then we have me here. Filler content. I just wanted to get myself in because I did the success tweet today. Did some tournaments here. Only thing I changed yesterday was I didn't touch anything except for the ownership rule. So I did like 1 player under 5%, 2 players under 10%, and like 3 players under 15. So worked out for me. It was super straightforward. Good results. I should have locked in Boucher. I forgot to do that. I like Boucher. He did quite well for his price tag yesterday. But yeah, I think that's it for today. Got to get into the slate. No Discord today. More success there as always, though. But yeah, let's go into the single game showdown here. Denver, Sacramento. Let's see. Got them both up. Justin says you're fired. FanDuel only here. Yeah, let's load this one up. 1 sec. Yeah, we'll just do this first here. Denver side first. Jamal Murray got word that he was out a while ago, like 36 minutes ago, 40 minutes ago. Campazzo out for them as well. Whittington out for them. Gary Harris out for them. Dozier out for them. And then we got Porter Jr. starting for them, so that should be good. I'm not sure what his price tag is here. Starters, we have Monte Morris, Barton, Porter Jr., Millsap, Jokic on the Denver side. Could just go over Sacramento too. I don't see any news for them. Starters for them, we have Fox, Hield, Barnes, Bagley, and Holmes. I guess, Chris, was this game supposed to be competitive here, or is it like a blowout? What's going to happen here?
Yeah, it's a tight spread here, 2 points. Really good game. If this was on the main slate, we would have a ton of interest in the Nuggets here. So yeah, I'll start with Jokic. I always love Jokic. I think he's the easy MVP and captain play, depending on the site you're on. So I think you play him there. We have value with the Monte Morris news. So yeah, I mean with the Jamal Murray news. So we're playing Monte Morris on both sites. Michael Porter Jr., someone I like as well. You mentioned he's starting.
Yep.
On FanDuel, he's only 10K, so really good price tag there. On DraftKings, 7-2, a little harder to get to. So I don't know if we need him there, but definitely on FanDuel, you can play him. And then another nugget here. We need some value, probably on DK. So since we're playing Monte Morris, we need more value, sorry. So I like JaMychal Green. I like Paul Millsap. Don't mind playing them both in the same lineup there. Yeah, I mean, I think that pretty much does it for the Nuggets.
Yeah. Okay, let me load up. Or let's do Sacramento then. I already went over the starters. There's no news for them. What about Sacramento here, Chris?
Yeah, so Sacramento, I think we're just getting our studs from Denver and our value from Denver. So most lineups will only have one king, just to make the lineup eligible. So I like De'Aaron Fox. I think he's the main guy there. He works as a bring back. Like if the game stays close, it'll be because of Fox for the most part. Rashawn Holmes, another guy that's decent on FanDuel, 11.5. I don't mind that price tag. I think there's a 1v1 there between Holmes and Barton. I don't know what my lean is right now, but I'll say Holmes there for FanDuel. I like Holmes in that 1v1. On DraftKings, you can play Halliburton. You can play Whiteside. Obviously, the pricing is way different for the showdown slates on DK, so you can play Whiteside for 4.4. Halliburton for 7K. I don't mind that. I'd probably still try to get down to Will Barton. I kind of like Will Barton more straight up over Halliburton. But if you want to use Halliburton as a pivot off of Will Barton, I don't mind that.
Okay. Let's go over the main slate then. Let me load that one up. Are you playing any of these earlier slates, Chris?
Yeah, I'm playing MMA. It starts in 15 minutes.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, let's go over this slate here. 9 games, Chris. So yeah, 9 games here. What's like the big news that we have right now? You mentioned there's a few guys that we're kind of waiting for up in the air. We don't know about yet. Yeah, what teams are we targeting right now? Like, where's the value right now, and what studs are we interested in?
So as for studs, I'll go over the injuries again quickly. So we obviously have Embiid, who's questionable today. If he's out, Howard, Simmons, Harris, just the main guys there. And then we also have Trae Young, so maybe Rondo, but maybe not. Probably more. I haven't checked out his price tag yet, but I mean, he's always kind of more interesting on DK, so probably Rondo on DK, something like that. If Trae misses, Herder, always interesting as well. And then another piece we're waiting on is John Wall. He's questionable. DeJounte Murray, also questionable. So we have to keep an eye out for those guys. And then our value here comes from the Thunder, much like yesterday. So they're playing on a back-to-back. I think Maladone is still out. Let me just check. Oh, he's questionable. So they have a bunch of questionable guys. SGA is questionable today. Dort as well. Maladone, Horford, all questionable. But we still have value here with Diallo, Roby, Kenrich Williams again. So we're going to use them as value here. And then studs to spend up for is going to be the Nets. Kyrie is out today, obviously. So Harden, very interesting. Durant is questionable as well. So that will bump up Harden as well. If he's out, I assume Durant will be out. But obviously we'll have to wait and see. And then another guy I'm really targeting today is obviously DeMarcus Cousins. I think he's a free square. Christian Wood got hurt last game. So DeMarcus is around 6K on FanDuel. I think he's 6.3 on DK. So a ton of interest in him. I think he's a free square today.
Yep. Definitely free square for me as well. Got a question here from Thomas. Missed it. He says, "Do you think Keldon Johnson is going to do well today, or is he just going to be out there and get exercise?"
Yeah, I actually like Keldon Johnson. I don't want to like take my bias when I'm making a decision on a player. His price tag went down. LMA is still out, and Gay is probable this time, but I don't know. His price tag is down enough that I'm interested for 5-3 on FanDuel for sure.
Yep. And then we also got some comments here. Let's see. KJ says, in his opinion, Harden, Porzingis, and Boogie are locks today.
Yeah,
you like those guys?
I know. I think KJ's a FanDuel guy. Definitely, I would add Luka to that list as well.
Yep. Thomas agrees with that one. Clement says his favorite ones are Kalo, Kyle Lowry, and Steph Curry.
Kalo, probably more tournament. I don't love those guys in cash games, but definitely in tournaments, those guys have a lot of upside.
VN Jones says Keldon burnt me last time. He's in DFS timeout for me.
Yeah,
DFS timeout.
Me too. He burned me too.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, Pascal burnt me too. Quite bad. Rondo says don't play Rondo. He's a fraud. What do you think of that one? Yeah, fraud. Okay, let's get into the first game for this main slate then. Chicago, Orlando over here.
June Sue says Keldon will be a future star. Holy crap, it's June. I can't believe he's in here.
Is that your June?
Missed that guy. Yeah, I missed that guy.
When's the last time you saw him?
Like 10th grade.
When's the last time you talked to him?
He was like my best friend in 8th grade. I remember that. He was like I was going to a new school. He was like my first friend there.
Oh my god. DFS Crunch, super wholesome on the weekend, guys. We got the friend reunions out here. You don't want to miss this.
I gotta bring out my yearbook. Show a picture of him.
Yeah, we can do that later, maybe in the Q&A if there's interest there. Let's see. Hayes says, hot take, Knicks won the Porzingis trade. A frail Porzingis for Randall quickly in Dallas. First round pick.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm a fan of KP, so I don't know. Obviously, Randall's crushing quickly as well. I mean, if Porzingis is healthy, then it's close. But if Porzingis stays frail, then yeah, obviously the next one.
Yeah, I don't know. He needs to train with Boucher more. Like Boucher, they have the same frame, but Boucher just doesn't know how to get hurt. Like he knows how to land. He has that pitter patter. Whenever he falls, like he just lands on his back. Like he doesn't land on his ankles. So he just knows how to fall.
7'6".
Huh?
KP is like 7'6".
Isn't Boucher like
he's
7'3"?
But I don't know. He's very long, and I don't know. It's hard to do the pitter patter.
So is Boucher. Anyway, June says thanks for the tips, fellas. Okay, yeah. Anyway, let's get into the game, Chris. Chicago side here. Lowry Markkanen doubtful. Otto Porter doubtful. Adam Mukoka out for them, and then Thad Young is probable. Your boy Brandon's probably going to be upset about that Thad Young one there, if he is out, but we have him probable. Starters, we have Kobe White, Zach LaVine, Patrick Williams, Thad Young, and Daniel Gafford. Any interest at all in the Chicago guys, Chris?
So yeah, maybe Thad Young. He's 6'6" on DraftKings. This is a pretty good slate. I mean, pretty good game. Obviously, we had this same game last night. Vucevic went crazy. So I like Thad Young a bit. He's been crushing. He's kind of a game log play, but I mean, 6'6" on DK. I don't mind that price tag. I'm not too high on LaVine today just because we're going to jam in Harden at shooting guard. So don't really need LaVine here in this spot. One guy that I do have interest in on FanDuel is Kobe White. His price tag went down a lot. He's 5'6", I believe. Let me just see here. Yeah, he's 5'6", playing around mid-30s minutes. Markkanen's doubtful here. Porter's obviously out, so more opportunity for Kobe White. Gets a usage bump. So I don't mind him as a last piece in cash games on FanDuel. I think he kind of fits the build there. In tournaments, if you want to go to someone like Denzel Valentine, Patrick Williams, I don't mind that. Obviously, with Markkanen out, that helps those guys on the at the 4 spot a little bit. So I don't mind them in tournaments, but I think in cash games, my main target is going to be Kobe White on FanDuel, and Thad Young on DK.
Okay, fair. Dennis says Boucher ankles, sunglasses emoji. Agree, they're awesome.
He played well yesterday, didn't he?
Yeah, like a 33 burger, I think. I think he was around 5K for something maybe. Definitely a fair price for him, I think, if he gets like 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Vian Jones says at Thad's price on DK, I need him to get me 40 plus. I don't see him reaching it.
Well, you gotta remember Markkanen's doubtful here in this spot, so kind of boosts Thad Young. 6'6", I think we project him for around 36 right now. I definitely don't mind him. If you want to kind of go away from him, try to get someone like who projects better point per dollar, I definitely don't mind it. But as a last piece, I think it's okay in cash games.
Yeah, and I missed this comment from Hasty, but I'm with him here. He says Boucher's athletic. Zingis looks awkward all the time. I agree. Boucher is athletic. I wouldn't say Porzingis is athletic. But yeah, actually, that's a pretty good take there. But yeah, Orlando side, nothing that I see here for news. Actually, sorry, my bad. We have Al-Farouq Aminu out for them. Michael Carter-Williams also out. Starters, we have Cole Anthony, Fournier, Ennis, Gary Clark, and Vucevic. Any interest at all in Orlando, Chris?
Yeah, so I love Vucevic in this spot. But on FanDuel, we have DeMarcus Cousins, who's a free square at center. So it's hard to play Vooch there. Definitely in tournaments. What did Vooch go for yesterday? Can you open up his thing?
Yep, can do that. I think it was like 60. It's kind of high,
No.
wasn't it?
Way more.
70, 73.
73 on FanDuel, 77 on DK.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said yesterday, like we always want to target guys bigs versus the Bulls. This is no different. But on FanDuel, it's hard to get him just because we have DeMarcus at the same position. On DK, he's a lock there just because we have the util slot, so we can play two centers there. I love Vucevic today in this spot. If I could get him on FanDuel, I would, but like I keep saying, I can't. Other than Vooch on DK, I'll point out Cole Anthony. He's 5'7" on DK. A little pricey there. He had a good game yesterday. I think he put up 37 fantasy points, played 32 minutes. Usage rate was at 21%. So I don't mind him. Definitely a better price tag on FanDuel for 5K. Sort of a last piece there. I think that second point guard spot is up for discussion today. Deciding between guys like Cole Anthony, Kobe White, and then maybe go up a bit to John Morant, John Wall, guys in that range. So if you want to go Cole Anthony as your second point guard, pair him with Luka, I have no problems with that. But just to summarize, my main interest here comes from Vucevic on DraftKings.
Awesome. BN Jones out here. I don't know where he is. Kind of curious where he is now. He says, sorry, got distracted by the boat going by with the bikini babes. Back with you guys now.
probably out on the lake on this lovely Saturday.
Lake or ocean?
Probably the lake.
Lake, yeah. DFS and yeah, lake. That seems like a good combo out there. Hasty, of course, says, where are you? 3 question marks. Need to know that one, guys, for Hasty. Yeah, next game, let's go over it. Milwaukee Bucks against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Let me just load it up here. Where is it? Here it is. Milwaukee side, I don't see anything noted for them. Starters for Milwaukee, we have Drew Holiday, Dante DiVincenzo, your boy Dante Chris Middleton, Giannis, and Brook Lopez. Yeah, we sometimes have Robert Lopez here in our chat. I don't know if he's here today. I haven't seen him yet. But I guess we could start off with Lopez. Chris, thoughts on Lopez today?
I want to read out what VN Jones said. He said condo on the Intercoastal, Aventura, Florida. So VN Jones definitely living the life on the boat, playing some DFS, building out some lineups. I might have to join you on the boat, do a show from there one day. But yeah, for the Bucks here, this game has a 10.5 point spread favoring the Bucks, so it's hard to really pick players from here. Definitely don't have interest in cash games, but someone like Giannis, he's going to go under-owned. They played the Cavs yesterday as well. I think Giannis was like 5%, 10% owned. Just because people were scared of the blowout. He went for 64, I believe, fantasy points. So definitely the upside is there if the game can stay close. Yesterday it did stay close, I believe. Let me just check. So it ended as a blowout, but I think it was close for most of the game. So I don't mind Giannis in tournaments. I don't really want to play anyone else here, though, if I'm being honest. I don't love Dante. We have better value from the Thunder guys. Drew and Middleton, a little too expensive for me, so I'll just say Giannis in tournaments.
Okay. Let's do other side here. Cleveland. Over there we have Larry Nance Jr. questionable. K-Love out for them. Starters we have Darius Garland, Sexton, Coro, Nance, and Drummond. Drumman. I love Drummond. Price tag going down. Hate to see that. Jared Allen's trying to ruin his career here. In Cleveland, need to fix that situation for sure. But who do you like here today, Chris? Drummond's price tag seems pretty interesting. Could definitely crush at that price tag on FanDuel if he plays. Could see that breaking a slate, but he seems to be quite high projected ownership right now. Just what do you think of Drummond and the Cavs here?
So on FanDuel, this price tag is pretty insane. Like if we didn't have Cousins, like this would be pretty close to a lock. Obviously, we have Vucevic as well, so that would be the discussion there. But we have Cousins, so we don't need this price tag for Drummond. Cousins just projects better, safer minutes, higher usage rate. So I'm Cousins all the way. I think Drummond is a pretty good tournament pivot off of Cousins on FanDuel. So I don't mind that. And then on DK, Drummond is kind of priced where he should be. He's at 7.9K. Not too much interest there for me. Because like you said, Allen just eats away at his minutes. We want Drummond to play a lot of minutes just so we can get that ceiling, and he's not really getting those minutes. So not too interested in him there. Sexton, Garland, no interest there for me as well. They're both around 6-7K. Just too expensive on this big slate. We have better guys in the mid range to target.
Yep. So we got some chat here. Hasty says sweet about that condo there. New hero from Hasty. Vian Jones says back on my balcony. Come down after this pandemic, Chris.
Yeah, I'll definitely be there after the pandemic.
Yeah. Hasty says Florida girls are the best. ... Yeah, back to the slate.
I don't think you said that. Oh, I thought you said fit girls. Yeah, I see that. FLS.
Yeah. Okay. Next game here. I think it's Toronto at Atlanta. This game probably has a high scoring total here, Chris. I'm not sure. Does it?
Which game?
Toronto, Atlanta.
No, it's not too high. It's at 221 right now.
Okay. Let's do Toronto side first. We have OG Anunoby, McCaw out for them. That's all that we have there. Starters, we have Kyle Lowry, Fred VanVleet, Norm Powell, Pascal Siakam, and Baines. Siakam crushed last night. I think, what did he get, like 60-something fantasy points last?
Yeah, I think he got 65. He was in my shipper. He got 65.
67, 65. That's crazy. But yeah, what do you think of the Raptors today, Chris? Any interest here at all? I know your boy Brandon, he loves Powell. Did Powell hit his value yesterday? No,
rough night for Powell yesterday. Only got him 25, so definitely didn't pay off that price tag.
I told your boy to sell high.
Yeah, I mean, I still agree with the play as leverage in tournaments. I think Brandon ran the train yesterday, so I think in tournaments it was still a fine play. But yeah, for these Raptors, I'm not too interested here. It's a back-to-back. They're all healthy pretty much other than OG, so I don't know, not too much interest here. I don't really want to play these guys, even in tournaments, like back end of a back-to-back. They're on the road for 2 games, so I don't know. I'm not too interested, really.
Okay. Might go a bit under-owned, maybe, under the radar here. I feel like this game could shoot out a bit, maybe.
I definitely think it'll go over-owned. Yeah, because, like, this was the marquee matchup yesterday. Lowry crushed, Siakam crushed, Boucher crushed. Freddie VanVleet kind of sucked, but I don't know. I think people kind of chase. I don't really want to here.
Yeah. So do you think the ownership's here a little off then? A little too low right now that we have?
No, I don't know. I think it's where it should be. I don't think it's the best game to target today. Like I keep saying, we just have so many like obvious spots to target.
Yeah.
That we don't need these guys.
Yeah. Okay. Good take there, Chris. Good stance. Atlanta side, Chris Dunn injured for them. Kongwu, questionable. DeAndre Hunter out. Bogdanovich out for them. Trae Young questionable. That's the big news here that we have to keep an eye on. And Kevin Huerter probable. Starters right now we have projected Young, Huerter, Reddish, Collins, Capella. What do we have for Trae Young? Is it just the right calf there? Do you think I don't know. What's the spread here? Does it kind of make you think that he's playing? What are your thoughts on that one there?
Yeah, so it's 4 favoring the Raptors. I don't know. I probably think he plays here. But obviously he's questionable, so we have to keep an eye out for it. I'm kind of pissed here. I forgot to update my DraftKings lineup for MMA. There was a 1v1 swap. Hopefully my guy gets it done. So I'm kind of disappointed about that. But yeah, these Hawks guys, we have to wait for the news. Like, can't really speculate now on Trae Young. If he's in, I don't have any interest here. If he's out, we're gonna play Huerter, Reddish maybe, Rondo. But yeah, we just have to wait for the news.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, Chris. Like you kind of do this thing where you play some slates during the show and then you get upset after. Why don't we just like 2-3 minutes before the slate starts, we can just take some time and talk about that slate. That way you can play the slate properly. Maybe we have some guys in here who play that slate. Maybe we can announce before the slate, before we do the show, that there's a slate that's locking during the show, and that we'll go over it quickly for anyone playing it. That way, might be better. Or I can fill the air. I don't mind doing that as well. What do you think?
It's all good. I made the mistake on DraftKings. When you edit a lineup, you have to click submit twice. I only clicked it once, then switched the tab. So that's why I made that mistake. I feel like I make that mistake once a month, regardless of the show.
Got it. Fred VanVleet day today from Hasty. What do you think of that one, Chris?
Fred VanVleet day in tournaments, but his price tag is up. I don't love it.
Okay. What else we got here? Clemens says Doncic, Harden, Roby, Cousins, good core. What do you think of that core there, Chris?
Doncic, Harden, Roby, Cousins. Yeah, great core.
Great core. Okay. Let me see. Got some more comments. Rondo says stressful during the stream. Hasty likes that idea I had about maybe going over the slate that you're playing a bit before. Maybe it'll be easier. Maybe we'll do that. I can come back to that idea next time. I'll ask you at the start of the show if you're playing any slates that lock, and then we can see if you want to do that. AC says Huerter will get some with no Trae. Trae is still questionable, so we don't know there. But I guess if Trae is out, Chris, what do you think of that?
Yeah, if Trae's out, then we lock a bunch of these Hawks.
Yeah. There'd be a big train today, right?
Yeah, so here's my 1v1 here. My guy that I got is 30% owned. The guy I was supposed to swap to, 90% owned. So I think I'm pretty dead here already.
Are you a mid to high stakes guy?
Yeah, kind of just burn some money.
Oh boy. I feel like if we went over the slate a bit, you'd be a bit more attentful to the swap there. If we just put the last 3 minutes before the slate starts, I feel like that'd be a good idea, Chris.
Maybe.
I think we should do that. I'm sure the people here are also playing some MMA, so maybe they would like that too. But yeah, let's see. Thuggin says, Rajon, you starting tonight? Rondo.
Yeah, is he starting?
VN Jones says, I'm full fading the Atlanta-Toronto game. Just waiting for news from Philly and Spurs to finalize my lineups DraftKings tournament.
Yeah, I'm definitely with that.
Yeah. Dinda says, spin the wheel when Chris is pressed. Roses.
Yeah.
Trigger says, Fred Van Flintstone. T-Bay says, how about Levine instead of Harden and have Giannis instead of KP? So I guess 2v2 there. Levine, Giannis, or Harden and KP? You're passing up the Harden value with Kyrie out and potentially KD. So you're taking advantage of the price tag there with Harden. Huh?
Definitely can't do that.
Yeah. I mean, you got to take advantage of the price tags, people sitting. So that's one of the reasons why I think it's a bit safer to go for Harden, especially if KD's out. Thugger Thuggin says core on both sites. We'll do that at the end after we finish going through the slate. So we have quite a few more. If you come back or stay tuned, it's probably another 20-30 minutes before we'll do the cores on both sites. What else we got here? Mike Weaver says, Gary, that's an awesome idea. I think the people like that idea, Chris. Maybe we should do that. Turner says, good idea, Gary. Yeah, I think we should do that next time, Chris. Let's see. Rondo only plays hard when he wants to. ... From Hasty. KJ says Thunder News is big. What do you make of the Thunder News, Chris?
Yeah, we went over them. Like, there's 4 guys questionable. If they're out, I don't even know if they have the required bodies if all 4 of those guys are out. But yeah, we'll have to keep an eye out for that.
Yep. Weaver here correcting me says that was my second takedown. Both times I split first. I'll up my stacks when I have your money. Yeah, definitely grind your way up. You got to manage your bankroll. So I'll have to see that, like the discipline there with your bankroll management. Results will come. So I love that. Good job there. Yeah, and second takedown there. Hopefully you'll get one where it's solo ship. That'd be nice. Let's see what else we got here. Ron is asking, what was your 1v1 for DK MMA, Chris?
It was the O'Day Osborne guy. I don't have him. He's 90% owned. I think he's the first fight, so I'm trying to pull that up right now. And I have this guy named Cape. I think his nickname is Starboy. So yeah, hopefully Cape beats Osborne.
Yeah. Did you pay for the pay-per-view there? Because I don't want Dana White coming here beating you up, Chris.
What's his name?
Dana White. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my credit card. Pay for the stream here.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, load up the credit card. Dana White. We don't want him to come here, Chris. Let's see what we got here. Ron is going to cheer for your 1v1 on DK. I guess if your guy wins, you'll do quite well. Your guy's 30%, you said?
I need the other guy's like minus 200 to win. My guy's even money, so definitely need some things to go my way here.
Yeah, don't we all? Trigger says Embiid is sleeper on DK. Could go for 70. What do you think of that one, Chris?
Yeah, Embiid always has the upside.
Yeah.
Like the thing with him is his knee injury was pretty concerning. I definitely didn't think he would come back, but
yeah,
obviously I was glad he came back. I had a ton of him.
Yeah, it was crazy that he came back. It didn't look too good. Let's see. Yeah, Trigger says Vooch, Cousins, safer plays. Cousins definitely the safer play there for me. You also mentioned Drummond there at center. So there's a few options there if you want to fade the chalk guys there, but definitely chalk is very viable today. Jean Rondo says, yep, and hopefully he plays hard today if he starts. Yeah, that'd be good for Rondo. Mike says, what's up, guys? What's up, Mike? Vian Jones says, Embiid not a sleeper. Just waiting for news whether he's in or out.
Yeah, he's pretty popular. Like, I don't know if maybe he's a sleeper actually, just because we're playing these Nets guys who are kind of obvious spend ups. We're playing Luka, so I think you can use Embiid as leverage. It's not like he's going to be like super high owned here.
Yeah. Amfer says, another day of grinding. What's up, guys? What's up, Amfer? You've been here for a while now. Good to see you here coming back. Good to see people here in the chat always. Trigger says he'll go massively under owned because of the center value. Embiid. Yeah. Yep. Rondo has Cape on FanDuel. Got a question here. Speed Racer. If KD plays, should we still play Harden? It's a good question.
Yeah, everything. Yeah, I would still play Harden. Like the thing we always do, if one of these guys is out, we usually play both. But obviously, there's uncertainty with KD here, so don't know if we can play him. But definitely, I'm still interested in Harden if KD ends up playing.
Rondo says Cape gonna get KO first 10 seconds. Hasty says main Canadian kid. I didn't know that. Canadian kid there. KJ wants to say, want to point out that I called Westbrook has an awful floor and he hit it last night.
Yeah, I mean, I remember KJ saying that. Yeah, Westbrook, he's been kind of bad, but somehow he's still averaging like 45 fantasy points on the season. So I don't know. Definitely, I've never seen him go that low fantasy-wise.
What did he go for? He
had like 15 fantasy points.
Oh, wow. That's pretty bad. Yeah, shout out to KJ for getting that call there. Hasty says Westbrook worst MVP ever. Yeah, let's go over this game because we got some comments, more comments I see on Embiid. Brooklyn at Philadelphia. Brooklyn news first. Kevin Durant questionable. That's the big news everyone's talking about. Irving out, so that's why we have a lot of interest here. Even more interest if KD is out. But yeah, still big news with Irving out. Starters, we have Harden, Bruce Brown, Joe Harris, Jeff Green, and DeAndre Jordan. Yeah, what do you think of this whole situation here in Brooklyn? And let's just go over it, Chris. I guess we kind of touched on it, but no Kyrie. So who do you like here with no Kyrie? And then if no KD, what does that change for you?
Yeah, so I mean, I'm interested in Harden now as it is. If no KD, Harden's a lock anyway, so I don't know if it changes much. Like maybe more interested in some of the value guys like TLC, maybe Jeff Green, Joe Harris, guys that I'm not really on right now. But as of now, I assume KD plays here. He was pretty angry. So sent out some angry tweets at the NBA. So I think he plays here. He's questionable, obviously. But yeah, I still have no problems playing Harden here without Kyrie. He becomes the main ball handler. 10-8, just way too cheap for him on FanDuel. I think 10-7 on DK. So he's a lock for me on both sites, even if KD plays. Bruce Brown is another guy right now. I'm assuming that KD is in, obviously. I'm also assuming that Bruce Brown slots in for Kyrie in the starting lineup. Like whenever this guy starts, he seems to always get us like 25 fantasy points. He's 3.5K on DK, so I like that price tag. In cash games as sort of a last piece, definitely don't mind that. Other than him, I don't really have any interest right now, just because I'm assuming KD plays.
Yeah. Hasty says Westbrook is the worst MVP ever. Then we got a thread here between Hasty and VN Jones, who says, "Leave my Wizards alone, lol." Hasty apologizes. He says, "Nothing against bullets, but Westbrook is poison to any team."
Yeah, he kind of is. I like him, but I don't know.
Yeah. Got a comment here from VN Jones says, if Embiid is in, running two lines with my centers as Embiid, Vooch, and Cousins.
Embiid, Vooch, and Cousins. Yeah, I assume that's FanDuel. Yeah, definitely don't have problems with that.
Yep. Rondo says 36 viewers, only 18 likes. Come on, boys. I guess we didn't announce it. It's in the chat here, but we'll be doing a giveaway at the end of the stream here after we finish up all the DFS content to the optimizer that we're using here. So you get access to all of this stuff here, our Discord community as well, members only Discord, our projections, ownership, fantasy point projections, every sport we have, football, all that stuff. So you'll get a week pass if you win the giveaway. We're doing it at 35 likes. Usually it's 25 a week, 75 a month. But yeah, if you just want to try it without the giveaway, you just want to follow along with us. If you've never been a member, there's a 3-day free trial automatically applied. You can cancel anytime before that if you want. But yeah, definitely take advantage of that if you want to try us out. Lots of value here, lots of success here as always. So I think you guys will love it. Won't regret it at all. Let's see. Speed Race asking Chris, how do we get DK lineups when I switch? It still has FanDuel lineups.
Yeah. So at the top left, you click on where it says FanDuel. You click DraftKings, and yeah, then you go to DK, and it should work.
Yep. Should work fine, just like that. Okay. Let me just go back to the filters here. I think we gotta do Philadelphia side, right, Chris?
Yep.
Philadelphia side, we have Terrence Ferguson out, Mike Scott out, Ben Simmons probable, Joe Embiid questionable, and Seth Curry also questionable. He has the tummy ache. Poor guy. Starters, we have Simmons, Seth Curry, Green, Harris, and Embiid. I'm a little salty about Curry with the tummy ache there. I had him in my lineup the other night. Hopefully he's fine. Hopefully it wasn't anything serious, but yeah, you don't like people going out with a tummy ache. Who do you like here, Chris, on the Sixers? They're just kind of hard to tell right now with all the people up in the air.
Yeah, so I don't think I mentioned it when I went over Brooklyn, but this is the high total game on the slate. It's at 236.5 right now. Obviously, whenever Brooklyn plays, they're usually the highest total. So the Sixers here have a 121 implied team total. Embiid is only 10-5 on FanDuel, 10-5 on DK as well. So like the people in the chat were saying, I have interest in Embiid here. Obviously, tournament only for me just because I'm playing Cousins on FanDuel in cash games, and then on DraftKings I'm playing Vucevic and Cousins together. So can't really fit in Embiid in cash games, but I love the matchup here, assuming he's in. Um, Big game. Philly doesn't really play defense. I don't think they have anyone that can guard him here. So I love Embiid in tournaments, assuming he's in, as I said. If he's out, we're going to play guys like Howard, Harris, Simmons. These guys become interesting. Obviously, all of Embiid's usage has to go somewhere. Those guys will eat it up for the most part. But yeah, for the most part, like we just have to wait for the news, like you said.
Yep. Vian Jones had the comment there about his lineup. I think we got it wrong. He's saying, I'm running 2 lineups on DraftKings with those 3 centers intermatched. Vooch and Cousins, Embiid and Vooch.
Vooch and Cousins, Embiid and Vooch.
Yeah.
I like Cousins more than Vooch, so I would do like Vooch and Cousins and then Embiid and Cousins.
Okay. Mike says, oh my god, Keldon Johnson is in the FanDuel optimal. Rolling his eyes 5 times there. I think he was really chalky the other night as well when he didn't do that well, right, Chris?
It was like 50%, so I mean 50% who didn't have him obviously won. The 50% that did have him most likely lost.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we'll go over him here. He's 5'3", so I definitely don't mind that. LMA is out, so helps him there too.
Yeah. Yeah, let's get into this. Where is it? Next game, San Antonio Spurs against Houston Rockets. Spurs side first, we have Rudy Gay probable. LMA is out for them. Aldridge. DeJounte Murray questionable. Walker out. And then starters for them, we have DeJounte Murray. What's his name? White? Derek White?
Yeah.
Derek White, DeMar DeRozan, Keldon Johnson, and Jakob Poeltl. Love that guy. I had him the other night, actually. He crushed it. I think he went for like 37, almost 40 at a cheap price tag. 44. It's crazy on FanDuel. Who do you like on the Spurs today, Chris, with all their bodies? Well, I guess just LMA there and Walker and Murray doubtful, but yeah, questionable. Who do you like?
Yeah, so on FanDuel, it's Keldon Johnson. I like what Brandon said here. He said, gotta have a short memory in DFS. Yeah, I mean, you gotta, otherwise this will kill you. So yeah, definitely short memory with Keldon Johnson. Yeah. 5.3K, no LaMarcus Aldridge. KJ said it too. I forgot to mention it. He got into foul trouble. I think he got 2 quick ones in the first quarter. He was kind of out of rhythm at that point, and then it just all kind of went downhill. But I still like him here for the price tag. No LMA, like I keep saying. Definitely want to take advantage of Keldon Johnson here for 5.3 on FanDuel. On DK, I'm not as interested in the Spurs here. DeJounte Murray is someone I have slight interest in. He's questionable though, so I don't know how safe that play really is. Yeah, so that's why I was kind of talking up Thad Young earlier. I think there's a 1v1 between Thad Young and DeJounte Murray that's kind of interesting. So we have to wait for the news here with DeJounte. If he's out, Derek White, DeMar DeRozan, some of these guards just become great plays. Keldon Johnson becomes an even better play. I'll probably assume that DeJounte is in, but yeah, like I said, if he's out, those other guys will benefit a lot. Jakob Poeltl, he's too expensive for me now. He's like 5.7 on FanDuel, 5.8 on DK. So I don't want to go there. Definitely not interested, just because, like I keep saying, we have other centers that we want to prioritize. So yeah, I think that pretty much does it for the Spurs. Just to summarize, I'll say Keldon Johnson on FanDuel, and then DeJounte Murray on DraftKings, assuming he's in.
Assuming he's in. Got some chat here. Trigger says Seth has been awful since he got COVID. Yeah. T-Bay says Patrick Williams is going to have some kind of night tonight.
No Markkanen, but Patrick Williams isn't really a high usage guy. If you're looking at his game log, obviously he got 38 last night, but I don't know. I'm not too high on Patrick Williams. I think he's fine in tournaments, but definitely not in cash games.
Yeah, I feel like Thomas is a game log guy as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Keiju says gone to early foul trouble. Yeah, that was a good comment there from Brandon. Short memory in DFS, definitely a gold nugget there for anyone here watching, listening. Definitely true there. He says Pat, solid rookie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Houston side, we have David Nwaba, John Wall questionable, so that's pretty big if we have Wall out for them. Victor Oladipo back in after resting last game. Starters projected right now, we have Wall, Oladipo, Tate, Tucker, and Cousins. Cousins, great play here today. No Christian Wood there with the pretty nasty ankle roll. Didn't look too good, but definitely good for Cousins' production. I think last time Wood was out, like Cousins was getting 50 burgers for a while. So I think his price tag jumped up to like 8.8 or something, 8.3 or something at the peak before Wood came back, or like when Wood came back. So definitely underpriced, heavily underpriced right now. We know what he can do. I love Cousins today, but what do you think of the Rockets today, Chris? And you love Cousins. I know he used to be one of your favorite players. Maybe not, I don't know DFS, but just favorite players to watch in the NBA prior to his injuries.
Yeah, he's a free square here. I was just watching the fight here. Osborne, as Aiden said, he knocked the other guy out in 10 seconds. So, yeah, there goes my money there. Definitely on me.
Oh my God.
But yeah.
That's kind of funny. I'm sorry.
What's funny?
Like, I don't know. That just sucks. Like, you wanted the other guy. Your guy got knocked out in 10? That's rough.
No, not my guy. I would have had the guy that knocked the other dude out if I made the swap, but I didn't.
Wait, is that guy fighting the guy that you have or no?
No, it's a different fight.
Oh, okay. So your guy still can do well, maybe.
This guy just knocked him out in 10 seconds. I don't think you can beat him.
I don't know how the scoring works exactly. Like, is a knockout in 10 seconds really, like, gives you a high score there? Like, how many points is it on FanDuel?
Definitely not on FanDuel. On DK, they adjusted their scoring a few months ago, maybe 1 month ago. So yeah, definitely on DraftKings, it's going to be a huge score.
Yeah. Yeah, Justin says it's over for you, Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to do the segment there. We'll go over any slate that you're playing during the show, Chris. Just make your life a bit easier and squeeze in some extra slates. We'll announce it at the start of the show, so anyone watching can also play that slate as well if they want to. I think that'll be helpful because then we could do like our hour-long thing for NBA and then kind of do like a super condensed version for whatever sport you're playing that locks during the show. I think that'll be nice to do. Rondo says, not sure if it was exactly 10, but it was fast. That's rough. Yeah. I think we're done with this game here. Next game we have Minnesota.
I didn't finish with the Rockets. So I was saying Cousins. He's a free square on both sites. Obviously no Wood. So we just lock in Cousins. Easy play there. His usage rate becomes pretty high. He plays around 33 minutes without Wood. Obviously we had the same situation I think 2 weeks ago. Cousins was crushing. So yeah, like Cousins a lot. We got to wait on this John Wall news. He's questionable right now. On FanDuel, he's 7.3. I don't mind that price tag, but I don't think I want to go there. With his minutes, there's some uncertainty there. But his usage rate has been pretty crazy. It was at 42% last game. The only thing with him is minutes. Once he gets unleashed, he's just going to be a monster. But yeah, I think right now my only interest comes from DeMarcus Cousins.
Yeah, we need to unleash John Wall. Got some MMA comments there in the chat, guys. You can go over while I load up the next game here.
Yeah, Masvidal, Askren, KO is the record. Yeah, definitely. That was like 20 seconds in the fight just now. Definitely not a record. Brandon says, I ran a parlay with Overeem and Edgar. Let's get it. Dinda says OD, another badass name. Yeah, Dinda always seems to point out the badass names.
Yeah.
Isho says Overeem has a glass chin. Always bet on him getting knocked out. Yeah, I mean, I'm with you there. That guy's like huge, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about him.
Yeah. Okay. Got the next game loaded here. Minnesota, OKC. Minnesota first. Head Juancho, Hernan Gomez, questionable. Jarrett Culliver, Catman, out. Naz Reid, probable. And D'Angelo Russell, doubtful. Starters, we have Ricky Rubio, Malik Beasley, Anthony Edwards, Ant-Man, Josh Okogie, and Naz Reid. I guess if D'Lo does not play here, does that increase our interest at all here, or not really, just because you always say they run 12 deep here?
Yeah, I'm not too interested in the Timberwolves here. Yeah, like you said, I always say they run 12 deep. D'Lo's doubtful, so not expecting him to play. I think we have him at 0 now in our projections. So you could use Beasley, Rubio. Rubio's probably the only guy I really have interest in. Probably a cash play on FanDuel last piece. I was sort of mentioning point guard 2 is up in the air. So if you want to go Rubio there, I mean, I don't hate that. I don't love it either. I don't know if I'm going to do that. Probably won't. And then on DraftKings, Jordan McLaughlin is someone that's interesting. He's minimum price. He gets a bump without Russell playing. He's actually pretty good point per minute wise. Let me just see here. Yeah, so whenever he gets like 24, 26 minutes, seems to get there. For the minimum price on DK, I like that as a value play. Don't mind that if you use it as a last piece.
Yep. Okay, let's go over OKC then. Over there we have Horford, questionable. Theo Maledon, questionable. Luguentz, Dort, questionable. Shea Gilgeous Alexander, questionable. Starters, we have Hamidou Diallo, Kenrich Williams, Baisley, Roby, Horford. Lots of guys questionable here, Chris. Is it just kind of like a ugly situation to kind of look at right now? Kind of hard to decide what to do here.
I mean, we know who our targets are as of now. So we have Diallo, who's a lock for me on both sites once again. Kenrich Williams as well, Roby. If I had to guess, I would say that Horford plays. Maledon probably sits out again with health protocols. Dort, I'll say he's out. I don't know about SGA. He's probably 50-50 for me. But yeah, like you said, we have to wait for the news. But as of now, there is still some stuff that we can work with. Like I said, Diallo, Roby, Kenrich, all good plays right now.
Yep. Hasty says, someone save Rubio from this team. Get him back to Utah, please. What do you think of that?
I mean, Rubio, he's just been awful this year. I don't think it's a Minnesota thing. Like, I've watched a few games, and like he just doesn't look good this year. I'm usually a Rubio guy too.
Yeah. Yeah, with you there. What else we got here? KJ says, in tournaments, I think I'm going to run Jaw and Steph instead of Luka and White. What do you think of that one, Chris?
Yeah, definitely a good pivot there.
Yep. And then Brandon says projected asterisks. Maybe he's talking about the starters, projected starters.
Yeah, he's getting on you for that. Hasty says Rubio made the sun shine last year. Yeah, Rubio, he was definitely very good last year. But just watching him play this year, he's just been awful in my opinion.
Yeah. I guess I should say projected every time for the starters, because I think most of the time here, we don't have the confirmed starters. They're just guesses here, projected starters.
Yeah.
We have the Orlando starters now. I see them now, but like when we went over that game, I didn't have them. Wait, did we go over it? No. Yeah, we did. We did. The start.
KD is out.
KD out.
Yeah.
Okay. Should we circle back to that afterwards, or?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, we can just emphasize that one because it seems quite important. Let's see what else we got here. Isho says Jaw hasn't been getting as much minutes lately. Memphis has been checking out the whole team like hockey games. The hockey line change, Chris. You'll have to say that one.
Yeah, I feel like I've said it the last 4 times we've talked about the Grizzlies. They've just been doing hockey line changes. Um, but I think in a close game, his minutes will go up. Um, Last game, they kind of ran him out for more minutes. Obviously, that game blew out, so he didn't get his full allotment of minutes. But for 7K on FanDuel, I don't mind that price tag on John Morant.
Yeah. Trigger says SGA is in.
SGA in. SGA. Oh, wow. Horford is out. SGA in. Baisley questionable now. Interesting.
Then we got Naz Reid, probable Saturday, post health and safety protocol reconditioning right wrist.
Yeah.
Yeah. We also have Jahlil Okafor out. Doesn't matter too much. Should we circle back to OKC after Chris again, as well? I mean.
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
We're still waiting on a few guys, so we'll probably get that soon. Obviously now it's 2:30, so this is when all the news comes in.
Yep. Just go over this game then while we get more news. You can go over it after. Golden State at Dallas here. Golden State Warriors side first. James Wiseman, Kevon Looney out for them. Eric Pascal is questionable. Not sure if that's questionable, Chris. Like questionable to stay in the NBA. It's kind of a bum there. I think he's questionable to stay in the league. Starters, projected starters, as always, Steph Curry, Kelly Oubre, Wiggins, Toscano Anderson, and Green. Remember last time Toscano Anderson was the talk of the show here for a second. I think you said you don't like him as a player, basketball player. Didn't say anything about him as a DFS guy. But I think he did crush it, right, for his price tag the other night?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, and obviously Oubre had the massive monster game there. So we can get into that, but there's quite a lot of news here. Otto Porter out, Roby questionable, Ellington doubtful, Thad Young playing, Horford out like you said. Larry Markkinen is also out, Chris.
Yeah, so he was doubtful, so we expected that.
Yeah. But anyway, on the Warriors side, Chris, what do you think of the squad today against Dallas? Any interest in any of the guys here today?
They're not really popping out too much projection-wise as of now, but this game has a really good environment. Obviously, we have a ton of interest in some of these Mavericks. So if you want to bring it back with some of these Warriors, I like Steph Curry quite a bit here. In tournaments, obviously, he's always viable. 9.6 on FanDuel. I think he's 9.7 on DK. So decent price tags there. Currently, I'm trying to play Luka. So I'm not landing on Steph, but in tournaments, if you want to go there, I have no problems with that. Wiggins is kind of someone that's, I don't know, he's pretty bad. I probably shouldn't even have mentioned him, but I don't know. If you want to go there in tournaments, no one ever plays him. He can get you like 3 steals, 3 blocks in a game. So I think there's some upside there, but he's someone that's on my list. Like he was in the optimal, I think 2 days ago, and I couldn't do it in cash games. But I think in tournaments, I don't mind some Wiggins exposure. Draymond Green is kind of priced up now. He's 6.7 on FanDuel, so definitely no interest there. On DraftKings, where he's only 6K, I don't mind that price tag. In tournaments, like he's looked really good in the last couple of games. Obviously, Wiseman and Looney are out, so Draymond's role and minutes are a little more solidified. So I think that's kind of interesting. Pascal, as you said, he's questionable, so we have to wait for that news. But I think for the most part, I'll just say Curry in tournaments here, just because I personally don't have too much exposure to the Warriors in my lineups.
Yeah, KJ says y'all too hard on Pascal. He ain't that bad. Yeah, he's not that bad. But
yeah, he's. I think he's a good player.
Yeah, I think he's a good player. He kind of busted for me, so I'm just gonna be hard on him for a bit. But yeah, short-term memory. But as a basketball player, I do like him. I like the way he shoots. Got that like 70s jump shot look. I like it. Got some questions here about all the OKC stuff, Chris. Let's see what else we got here. SGA playing, Maladin playing, Dort playing. Yeah, with SGA and Chris, we have a question. Is Diallo not a lock then?
Yeah, he's probably not a lock. We also just got news that Dort and Maladone are available to play. So yeah, Diallo's probably not a lock.
Yeah, Trigger says they all have. Sorry, he says they have all their guards available. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, and then
I mean, it's
what
kind
else?
of annoying that they have Baisley and Roby questionable now.
Yeah. He says Pascal, blue collar, rebounding type of guy. It's all good. Nova Boys always solid. Shout out to Nova Boys. Trigger says stop lying to yourselves. He's bad.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's fine for DFS. He has a high usage rate most games, around
Yeah.
like 26. So off the bench, he's fine, but
Yeah.
his minutes have been down recently.
Yeah. Robert says, this is our Robert Lopez here. Welcome, Robert Lopez. He says, think Pascal gets a little. Sorry, Robin. Robin Lopez. Yeah, it didn't sound right when I said Robert Lopez. He says, I think Pascal gets a little too much hype because he's had a bigger role last year. Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely did have a bigger role.
Yeah. Vian Jones says, I'm all off OKC. Yeah. But let's get back to this game here. Gotta do Dallas now. No news for them. Starters, we have Luka Doncic, the Don, Josh Richardson, Dorian Finney-Smith, Maxi Kleba, and Kristaps Porzingis. Who do you like on Dallas, Chris, today?
Yeah, so I think Luca is a lock here. On FanDuel specifically, what is his price tag here? He's 10-7. Really good matchup against the Warriors. Obviously, the last time it blew out, so Luka didn't get his full run. Only played 32 minutes. Yeah, but I think he's a lock here for this price tag on FanDuel. On DK, 11-1, a little harder to get to just because we don't have. Yeah, we don't have like, I don't know, we don't have. I feel like we don't have as much value there on DK today. So I'm not really on Luca for DK, but love him a lot on FanDuel. Kristaps Porzingis as well. Kind of FanDuel specific, 7.8K. Obviously, you got the 3 points for steals and blocks on FanDuel. KP gets a lot of blocks, so yeah, I like him there. He's kind of rounding into form recently. He's played a few good games in a row. Put up 40 fantasy points last game in only 25 minutes. So if that game didn't blow out, Kristaps Porzingis would have crushed. Yeah, I think those two guys are my main interest, and I definitely have more interest on FanDuel. They're not really popping for me on DK.
Okay, got a comment here. Go over it from KJ. Says Herder and Jeff Green duo may be it instead of Roby Diallo. What do you make of that one, Chris?
Herder and Jeff Green. Yeah, I mean, yeah, obviously Hunter is out, so Herder's still fine even if Trey is in, and Jeff Green gets a boost here with KD being confirmed out. Yeah, I have no problems with that.
Okay, next game we have Memphis at New Orleans. Let's do Memphis side first. Over there we have Killian Tilly out for them, Sean McDermott out for them, Jonas Valanciunas probable, Grayson Allen probable, and then Brandon Clark questionable. Projected starters, we have Ja Morant, Dylan Brooks, Kyle Anderson, Brent Clark, and Joe Val. Any interest in this matchup here, Chris, this game at all from Memphis?
Not really. Like, we just have better teams to target today. The only guy I'm interested in is Ja Morant. I don't mind him as a last piece in cash games. And then, obviously, I like him a lot in tournaments. More so on FanDuel. On DraftKings, he's 7.6. FanDuel, he's 7K. So I think people look at the game log. They see low minutes. They don't want to play him. So I don't mind him in tournaments if you want to use him like that. I really like him. I buy into the talent. If he gets like 34, 36 minutes, he should crush the price tag of 7K on FanDuel. So I like Ja a lot in tournaments, like I said, and then last piece in cash games.
Yeah. Brandon says, I like Roby if he plays, especially with Horford out.
Yeah, Roby, he's in all of the optimals right now, but it's so annoying. He's questionable now.
Yeah. Trigger says, SGA a lock.
SGA a lock? No, I'm too concerned about. I'm not too concerned, but I'm a little concerned about the minutes.
Yeah.
But he's definitely not a bad play.
Not a bad play. Okay. New Orleans side, nothing noted for them. Starters, we have Lonzo Ball, Eric Bledsoe, Brandon Ingram, Zion Williamson, and Steven Adams. Ingram's been looking a bit better here lately. Um, yeah, what do you think of the Pelicans, and what do you think of Ingram's play lately? He wasn't looking too good before. You were saying Zion was the guy there. You were saying they're also playing different than they used to play. But he seems to be producing a bit better. Did anything change, or just shots falling? What's the situation here now?
With Ingram,
Yeah,
well, I don't know. It's not like he's been doing much better. Like he's last game he played 38 minutes, which was his high in like a month. Outside of that, he hasn't been too good. Like his minutes have kind of been down. Um, I don't know. I'm off the Pelicans here. It's a decent matchup, but they're healthy. I just don't know who it's going to be. So I don't know. I'm off the Pelicans. I have no interest in them.
okay. Good take there. People like that. Uh, KJ says SGA is projected 0 in the optimizer. When will it update? Um,
Yeah, it'll update. We just got that news just now, so just have to be a little. Just have to wait a little bit.
yep. Okay. And then Thomas Bay asking Chris Boucher last piece for cash on FanDuel.
Definitely not in cash games, but in tournaments, yeah, I have no problems with Boucher.
Yeah. Yeah. Not. I don't know about cash. Cash, you typically want to get like the safer plays. You want to look at where the ownership is. You want to go with the chalkier guys. Not have too many takes like that. I think that makes it's a little safer strategy there. But tournaments, yeah, for sure. I don't know what his price tag is actually on FanDuel, but probably for tournaments. Well, what's the matchup actually?
He's playing
Atlanta
Atlanta, and he's 4.7K.
4-7. Who would he be guarding? Like who do they have? They have Capella, Collins as their bigs there.
Yeah, I mean, is Okongwu playing? Okongwu's questionable. Yeah, I wouldn't do it. You could just play Roby. Roby is 3.9, much better play. Horford is out. Roby is a free square if he's in.
Yeah, I like Boucher a lot. Like depending on the matchup, if the team they're playing plays big, I don't like him as much because I don't think Nick Nurse trusts him guarding like the bigger, stronger bigs in the league. So he usually
Yeah,
doesn't get as much opportunity.
the thing with him is he knows how to fall properly, so you got that going for you.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's so funny about that. That's true. He's never gonna get hurt. Um, let's see. Trigger says smashers in small ball games. Agree. Nah, Boucher plays 30 minutes one night and 12 the other from KJ. Yeah, definitely. Very matchup dependent. I think with Collins and Capella, they're at the front court. I don't think it's a favorable environment for him. Yeah, Atlanta got two huge guys. Yeah, Dinda says, yeah, knows how to fall properly. Big plus there. They should give some fantasy points for that. Fall bonus, fall point bonus. But yeah, next game, Detroit, LA Lakers here. Let me load it up. Detroit side first. Griffin in his prime right now. He's doubtful, unfortunately. Ellington, Okafor, questionable. Actually, I think we have Okafor out, confirmed out. D-Rose, probable. And then starters, projected starters, again, projected, always projected here, guys. DeLon Wright, Sadiq Bey, Jeremy Grant, Blake Griffin, and Mason Plumlee. Any interest in these Detroit guys, Chris?
So this is the lowest total game on the slate, and it has a 13-point spread. So I have absolutely no interest in these guys. I think almost every other player will feel the same way as me here. So if you want to play someone, I would try to maybe go for the blowout guys. So maybe someone like Sekou, Sadiq Bey. Isaiah Stewart has kind of been crushing quietly. I think he'll get the blowout run. So I'll say Isaiah Stewart is my favorite play from Detroit here. I'm sure probably half the chat hasn't heard of this guy.
Yeah. Sounds like a name I would bring up, and you'd be like, why do you even bring this guy up?
Yeah. Have you heard of him before I just mentioned him?
No. Let's look him up. Do you know what he looks like?
Yeah.
Is he a hooper?
He's kind of a hustle guy.
Huskies?
Yeah, Washington. I should get my Washington hoodie on.
Yeah, get it on. It's Isaiah Stewart night.
Yeah, maybe once we'll have a day when Plumlee's out. Stewart will probably start for him, so I'll definitely wear my Huskies hoodie on that day.
Yeah, he looks like a dog. You said
Yeah,
hustle
Ben
guy?
Wallace-esque. I like that.
What?
Robert says
Ben
Ben
Wallace?
Wallace-esque. Robert's
Yeah.
a Michigan guy.
Let's see. Yeah, he says he's a dog. Let's see what else we got here. Robert says they should trade Plum Dog Millionaire soon.
Yeah, I'm with that.
Should they just tank or what?
I mean, aren't they?
Like tank
What-
more? I mean, like
game.
what would trading Plum Dog do? Just like get some draft picks or what?
Yeah, develop guys like Isaiah Stewart.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably good. Vian Jones says, man, why you bring up Stewart? I have him, but I don't want to mention him. That's his hidden gem of the day.
He's he has a hidden. I don't know if he's a gem, but he's a hidden player today.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how many people are watching this, but I don't think it'll change the slate too much just yet, guys. Yeah, let's go over Lakers side now. Over there we have Anthony Davis questionable, LeBron James probable, Dudley injured for them. He's out. Kostas Antetokounmpo, no one knows why I bring him up. He's out for them. Starters we have Dennis Schroeder, KCP, James, Davis, and Mark Gasol. Kind of confused why they switched the tags there with Davis and LeBron sometimes. Like sometimes it's probable, sometimes it's questionable. It's like, does it matter at all there? Like,
I think we talked about it once. There's got to be some loophole that they're going through somehow, some way with this because they do it every day. I have no idea why.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, who do you like on the Lakers, Chris?
So I'm not playing these studs. I mean, we might get one of them sitting today. I wouldn't be surprised at all, but I think we can kind of do what we did with Detroit. Go for the guys who would get some blowout runs. So I like Talen Horton-Tucker here. He's probably my favorite play on the Lakers. It kind of feels like it's like a end of season game here. I'm mentioning random guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, Isaiah Stewart on the other side for the blowout run. Maybe Talen Horton-Tucker on the Lakers side. You can stack them up. If it blows out early, you'll probably get them very low owned, and they'll probably do most of the damage in the blowout. So I don't mind that take if you wanna do that.
Yeah, Trigger says we love the late night hammers.
Yeah, especially when there's a 13-point spread and the over under is 215.
Yeah, definitely an ugly environment there. Yeah, I think that's it for this slate here. Game by game breakdown. So we'll do core plays in a sec. Sorry, no, we'll do the 3 favorite plays of the day on both sides in a second, then core plays after that, and go over some lineup thoughts, construction thoughts. If you guys have questions, great time to go bring them up now. Go over them more now. Let's see what else we got. KJ says you like Temple with no Porter and Lowry.
I'm fine with it. I think KJ is a FanDuel guy. Temple is minimum price. I honestly haven't considered him, but I don't mind it. You'll get him low owned. You can do it in tournaments, but not something I would do probably. Actually, looking at it now, he's in the optimal. So did we get news he's starting?
Who? Sorry.
Temple.
I don't have anything here. No, I don't see anything myself.
Okay, so he played 30 minutes. Played 30 minutes last time out. Yeah, I mean min price here. Looking at the optimals now, he's popping. Yeah, I have no problems with that. I said it's funny. I said I wouldn't consider him, but yeah, I mean if he's popping, I definitely have interest.
Yeah. Brent's saying, why trade Plum Dog? He's like their 5th best player.
Yeah.
Robert says, strap the Pistons logo on a tank and let's roll. Trigger says, yeah, he's wondering thoughts on Blake Griffin, Chris. Washed?
I mean, Yeah, Trigger said this last time when Blake was playing the Jazz. I mean, yeah, we don't need to play. We don't need to play Blake Griffin in the current year of 2021.
Yeah, definitely with you there. Averaging single digits this year. Vian Jones says you're too funny. I have that in both my lineups for blowout run. Plus, he's been getting regular minutes. Brent says you're always hating on Temple, Chris.
I like how you said that instead of THT. Taylor Horton Tucker.
Oh, my bad. Yeah. THT.
Yeah, I am always hating on Temple. But I mean, maybe I'll play him today if the optimal brings me there. He'll have a good game for me. I mean, if I ship a tournament with Temple, I'll get a jersey for Brandon.
Yeah.
You know, he's a big Temple guy.
Trigger says rather go Lou Dort.
Yeah. The optimal currently has Dort and Temple.
Yeah. He says, what about Valentine, Chicago?
Yeah, he's definitely a very good pivot. I like him a lot in tournaments. I think I mentioned him when we went over the Bulls, but yeah, definitely no problems there. He played, so 2 games ago, he played 19 minutes, got 30 fantasy points. Yesterday, he played 20 minutes, got 25 fantasy points. So he definitely produces. He chucks as well. I think he's a Michigan State guy. Is that right, Hasty? Yeah, I think he is a Michigan State guy, like Draymond.
Yeah, I got some comments about Valentine. Rondo says, hate Valentine as a player, shouldn't be able to wear 45. Retire that number for Jordan. He says, D-Mitch wears 45 as a tribute. Yeah, but D-Mitch is good. Blake Griffin, 8 fantasy points. Projection from Trigger. Late night hammer. Yeah, he says, yeah, Michigan State. Mike says, Vooch and DK optimal now. He likes that. You seen that too, Chris?
Yeah, I think he was in it all day, actually. Vooch.
Yeah. Let's see what else we got. Okay, let's do 3 favorite plays. Before we do that, just a reminder, guys, if we get to 35 likes, we'll do the giveaway for the optimizer, projections, Discord community, all that stuff that we're using here. If you don't want to do the giveaway, if you don't win it, you just want to get it right away, all new members get a free 3-day trial automatically applied, no code or anything required. So just as you check out, you'll get 3 days free. So you can cancel anytime before that if you don't like it, but I'm sure you will. Lots of winners here. We have every sport here, so just do it if you haven't done it. You'll enjoy it, and I think that's it for that. Hopefully we get to 35 likes. Every 5 likes after that, we'll do an extra giveaway. So if we do 40, we'll do 2, 45, 3, and then 50 is the big milestone number. If we get 50, we'll do a monthly pass giveaway. So you can rack those giveaways up with the more thumbs up we get. We just do this because it helps us get more people here discovering our show content, our optimizer. So it definitely helps out. So definitely good promo thingy we have going. But yeah, let's do 3 favorite plays, Chris, for you. FanDuel first. Overall favorite guy today, who is that?
It's going to be James Harden on both sites. No KD, no Kyrie. He's priced like high 10K, so too cheap for him in this role.
Okay, value play. Who do you have?
Value play. I'll go with Roby, but he's questionable. But I mean, if he plays, he's just way too cheap. 3.9K.
Yeah, definitely cheap. And then tournament play of the day. Who do you have?
Tournament play. I got to go with the center here, just because Cousins is so chalky. He's a free square. I'll say Vucevic.
Okay, and then same thing on DraftKings for you?
No.
So Harden is your favorite play overall there as well. Value play, who do you have?
Value play, I'll go with Roby as well.
And then just a different tournament play here. I guess you can get multiple centers in here. Maybe that's why. Who do you have here?
Yeah, that's exactly why. I'll say let's go with Steph Curry. 9-7. I like it against the Mavericks. Assuming it's a close game here, like the spread suggests. Steph should crush. So yeah, I'll go with Steph here.
Okay. Let's jump into some core plays. Anything in the chat here before we do that? T-Bay says, wait, Luguentz Dort thoughts as the last piece.
Yeah, Dort definitely in play.
Okay. And then you got Optimizer likes Pat Williams. Thomas also wondering Cole Anthony last play.
Yeah, definitely in play as well.
Yeah. What else we got here? Mike says free ATM machine about our optimizer. Love to hear that. Seems like it, guys. Hasty says tool prints. What do you think of that, Chris?
Yeah, definitely Prince. Yeah, I'll bring it up one last time. Like the optimizer, the optimal for MMA had the guy who got the 20-second knockout. So yeah, definitely printing money here with the optimizer.
Yeah, and you guys can clearly see like Chris is a little tilted there, rubbing his face in
Yeah,
frustration. He didn't get the proper swap because he's streaming and didn't press confirm twice. But yeah, optimizer, optimal lineup, it prints. Like it would have, as much as it hurts him to say it, if he had that one, he would have done better, probably well tonight. So definitely prints every sport here. So lots of value. What else we got here? Brand says hard to get off Cousins in tournaments. Got to be different somewhere else in lineups. A little like underpriced by 3K.
yeah. I mean, Vooch is in a great spot here as well, though. That's why I said Vucevic. I mean, everyone's gonna think the same way you're thinking with Cousins. So, like Vucevic is like in a great play. If Cousins wasn't on this slate, we would lock in Vucevic. That's the only reason I said that.
Yeah. We got Cole in the chat here. He says, "Heyo, long time listener. Can't wait to see when we get that green screen rolling." Yeah, I got to set it up. I just haven't spent time figuring out how to like get something there. My computer is not like a Windows or a Mac. It's Linux, so like I can't figure out how to get like a good green screen thing going here. But I think we can get it going at some point soon. Then we have to figure out what we'll put on the green screen as well. Not really sure. But for now, I like having it there. It makes it look a bit cleaner. But yeah, we'll get it going at some point. It also says, I like to see Chris show the pink sheets.
I don't know what does that mean. Can we get some clarification on what that means?
The bed sheets, like,
Is it? I can show my bed sheets. I think they're green though. Oh, maybe underneath. I think I have red.
yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, it's red.
Yeah, not pink today. Well, you were doing your bed the other day, weren't you? It was a laundry day for you. I think I saw it wasn't made, right?
Yeah, it was a laundry day for me.
Yeah. Light works for Linux. I'll check that out actually. That's a good tip there. Thanks for
Are
that
we
one.
gonna get like a Linux versus Windows versus Mac like we got with the phone talk?
No, we definitely know Linux is the best. Like 99% of all computers run on Linux, so it's clearly the best. But for consumers, definitely Windows, Mac for consumers, but clearly Linux is the best though. Anyway, who gets a bump besides Harden for Brooklyn, Chris?
So Bruce Brown. Let me just pull up the NBA Wowie. Let me see here. Karis LeVert. No, I'm kidding. Let me see. Is there any other chat?
Yeah, I was just looking at Lightworks. Looks legit actually. So that's a big shout out there. Might get the green screen going with that soon. That's a big pointer there. I was surprised we got the green screen comment from Cole, and then also the solution as well with no hesitation. So I love that. Huh?
He's got to be a Linux guy.
Maybe he knows. Rondo. Oh no, we got a comment here. Chris Vian Jones says, my high school classmate played running back for them. Sheldon Morris. Plus, I met Trey Thomas, massive O lineman, at Tailgate Temple MD game. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think he was talking to Brandon.
Yeah. Let's see what we got here. Favorite GPP play at small forward above 7K on FanDuel. Let's just see here. 7K. Let's load up my prices here. Just above 7K on FanDuel. So we got Grant Middleton, Tobias Harris, Ingram, Siakam, Durant, James. Wait, Durant's not playing?
Yeah, Durant's out. You gotta just refresh your page.
Okay. Yeah, well, I'll just go over this quickly. Probably, I don't know. I don't like LeBron. Ugly game there. Maybe. Let's see. I don't like Uber at 7K as well.
Let's see here. What is it? GBP for over 7?
Yeah, I'd probably personally I'd put maybe Tobias Harris, Ingram, Siakam for me if I had to pick one. I guess Siakam's a bit higher than those. Probably. I don't know. Probably.
Malik Beasley.
Pardon?
I'll say Malik Beasley for 6'9".
Beasley? That's not above 7K. I didn't know we could do that.
Yeah, but he's right there, 100 less.
Yeah. Anyway. Okay. He says great formatting on the question. Good formatting there. Mike says chick magnet about Linux. Definitely is, guys. You wouldn't know unless you had Linux, so you gotta try it out if you're having issues with the chicks.
I just want to answer the question about the Nets. So Jeff Green gets a 6.6% usage increase. Harris gets 6.6 as well. Bruce Brown 5%. Harden 4%. So I think those are the main guys: Jeff Green, Joe Harris, Bruce Brown, and obviously Harden.
Yep. Conley out from Mike. Chris.
Is Conley playing today? I think he's playing tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't
he's playing.
so. No Utah here. Okay, question here. Mike says, did you answer this one, Chris? Joe Harris?
Do you guys like Joe Harris? Yeah, I like Joe Harris. Not really popping in cash game lineups, but definitely in tournaments. I have no problems with Joe Harris. I mean, he says Shumpert. Yeah. I mean, has Shumpert, did he play last game? Did he play yesterday?
Not
know?
sure. We can check.
No, I don't think he did.
Yeah, nothing. Oh, wait. Yeah, no, nothing. 2019. Wow, we even have the old data here. That's pretty crazy. No pricing, though, but yeah, we got the stats here. Yeah, he was kind of struggling, it looks like. But anyway, people actually like playing Rubio from Trigger.
I think he's like kind of like Blake Griffin. We don't really play Rubio in the current year.
Yep. Yeah, Bryson says, thanks, guys. Chris Beasley fits. Lock in Bruce Brown for value from Vian Jones. Yeah, let's get into the cores then, Chris. First up, FanDuel, who's your first core guy?
We got. AC says Iman in the studio now. Yeah, big rapper guy there.
Are we gonna get like an Aaron Gordon game from him if we play him ever?
He has a ton of music, Shumpert, and a ton of videos. I liked him. I liked him when he was on that team with Melo. That's the Knicks team I liked. But yeah, with these FanDuel cores, I'll start with Luka. I think he's a free square. Next up, James Harden. Actually, I don't know why I said Luka's a free square, but I really like Luka in this spot against the Warriors. He's underpriced here at 10.7. I think we lock him in. Same as Harden. I think he's a free square for 10.8.
Well, you gotta slow down a bit. Got some projection updates, quite a lot. Haven't had this issue in a while, but gotta slow down a bit, Chris. Luka first up. I think we're good now. Next, who do you have?
James Harden.
I guess maybe still. No, we're good now. Okay, got Harden in there.
Yeah, then DeMarcus Cousins. He's a free square. Roby as well. Without Horford, he's questionable. If he's out, we can probably swap somewhere. But for now, I'll lock him in. I think he's in too good of a spot here. He's way too cheap with the guys they're missing. So I'll just say these 4 guys.
Yeah, yeah, lots of value today actually. So it could be an interesting, crazy night for tournaments here. Like you got 6x Drummond, Temple 6x here, Rubio almost 6, Finney Smith almost 6, Dort, kind of crazy. Yeah, let's hit build. Let's do 20 like we always do. See what we get. Let me just sort this one. There we go. Okay. Did I hit build or? Strange. There we go. Yeah, which ones do you like here, Chris? Is it just the first 2 like you always say, or got some Boucher in the second one, so maybe you don't want to say that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with. I like the first one a little bit with Ja and Patrick Williams, and I want to get a KP build in here. I don't love Dorian Finney-Smith, so I like Dort a little more. So I'll do 1 and 4 here.
Let's just pull up the Boucher one just cause, but we can have the disclaimer. It's not your favorite one.
Trigger says John Wall back spasms. Think he plays. Yeah, I have no idea. I think they're trying to be cautious with him, so I don't know. It's hard to say. And his minutes have been way down. I think I said it earlier. Like once he gets his minutes up, he's just gonna crush. Yeah. So we can go through these here. We have 1, 2, and 4. If could you just close 2 for now? Just collapse it. Yeah. So we have 1 and 4 here. I think we have a 3v3. Yeah. So Luka, obviously we locked him. I like Luka a lot. Cole Anthony versus Ja is one of the differences. Then we have James Harden, locked in James Harden. Zach LaVine, I didn't lock him, but 8.5K, no Markkanen. He gets a bump here. Decent matchup against Orlando. His props look pretty good. I think he was pretty quiet the last time out yesterday. Obviously, Markkanen was in that game. Once Markkanen went out, LaVine started to crush. So definitely he becomes he benefits a lot from Lowry being out. And then we have Temple. Obviously, he's 3-5. No Markkanen, no Otto Porter. I expect him to start here. We'll have to keep an eye out for that, but I think he will. So I don't mind that for 3.5K. Decent value there. Roby, I locked him. Cousins locked him as well. So we have a 3v3, Ja Morant, Keldon Johnson, Patrick Williams versus Cole Anthony, Dort, and Porzingis. Yeah, I mean, this it's actually pretty close here. I mean, if Ja was getting his normal minutes, I would easily say the first side, but his minutes have kind of been up and down, or not really up and down, just kind of down recently. So I don't know how I feel about him. Patrick Williams, I like him a lot here in this spot as a last piece for 4-3. But I think I kind of lean the second side, honestly. I think Cole Anthony is a little underpriced, 5K. Dort, 3-7. Obviously, Horford's missing. They're missing a few other guys as well. And then KP for 7-8. I really like that. So I'll say the second side.
Yeah, I'm on the second side here as well. Definitely like Cole Anthony's price tag there. Porzingis I like as well, and Dort too, very cheap there. So I like that. You say this, yeah.
I think you could make a decision if you're playing this fourth team with Dort and Finney-Smith. I probably lean Dort, but if you want to go Finney-Smith for the better game environment, I definitely wouldn't mind that either.
Yeah. Sorry, I was focusing on something else. I'm not sure if you answered this one, Chris, from Trigger. He's saying John Wall back spasms. Think he plays? Yeah,
I answered that. I mean, I didn't say if I think he plays. I probably would. I assume he's going to play, yeah.
Yep. AC says 2 more likes for the giveaway, guys. Yeah, if we get that, we'll do the giveaway for the optimizer so you could try it out yourself if you win. So let's get those likes. Another reminder, actually, I haven't done today. If you're new here, you like the content, you like our show, you like the format here, definitely subscribe, hit the bell button, hit all. We do it every single day, weekends, holidays, no matter what. Tomorrow should be an early one, I think, before the Super Bowl. So every single day, NBA content here, DFS content. Yeah, people seem to really enjoy the content. They have great success here just watching it, even if they're not members. So definitely subscribe, guys, if you're not. What else we got here? Porzingis has that crazy peak tonight from KJ. I could see him getting 50. Definitely an upside guy, right?
He was on pace for it last time in the same matchup.
Yeah.
Let's hit build again.
Pardon?
Let's hit build again here. I think Mike said optimal change, so let's hit build.
Let me just refresh the page. Boucher is in from Mike. What else we got? Yeah, Thomas Bay like the second one there as well, Chris.
Charlie Cole says, is this team an easy top 50%? I mean, like, as of now, I don't know. We're still waiting on news, so it's most likely going to change.
Look at that, number 1 Boucher. Let's go.
Yeah, that's why I said to redo it, because Mike said Boucher is in. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how
price tag. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like if he gets like close to 20 minutes, that's more than enough for him. But I guess who else do you get different here? You get Middleton as well. Rubio. So it's Rubio, Middleton, Boucher here primarily, Chris.
Yeah, just no one I really like there. Like Middleton, 11-point spread.
Yeah.
7-3 is a good price tag, but I don't love the environment. Rubio, 4-7, no D'Lo, so that's a fine play, but not my favorite. So I don't know how I feel about this team, honestly.
Yeah, like the other Rubio team here next up, like you said, Rubio, fine play. But the next one you got Levine and Temple. So, or sorry, who do you got? You got Rubio, Levine's and the other ones. Finney Smith.
And Porzingis instead of Middleton, Boucher.
Yeah. Between that, like, who do you like more, Finney Smith, Porzingis, or
definitely Finney Smith, Porzingis?
Yeah. Yeah, crazy high totals here projected right now. Actually, 3-4-4. It's gonna be a high scoring night. Hey.
Yeah, we have a ton of value.
Yeah. Yeah. Trigger agrees. Game environment there. Hakeem says no late game players.
I mean, the late game is a 13-point spread with the lowest over under. I wouldn't lose sleep over it.
Yeah. Let me just hit refresh. DraftKings do same thing over there. KJ says I don't know. Dordoff injury could get less minutes.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Finney Smith is right there for the same price tag. I definitely don't mind that as a 1v1.
Yeah. Trigger says Rubio has no ceiling. Like it's just like so high we don't know what it is, or like it's just floor for him.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think he has a ceiling. Like realistically, triple double upside. Obviously, he's when he's on his game, he's very active, but I don't know. Just what I've seen from him so far this year, it's kind of been rough.
Yeah. What else we got here? Charlie Cole's saying, what news are we waiting on right now?
Embiid, Roby, Baisley, Trae Young, Lakers, John Wall. So we got a bunch of stuff we're waiting on.
Yeah. Just a good reminder, members, got a good community there. So if it's not us who update in the Discord, someone else always gives us word of who's in, who's out. So definitely join the Discord if you're a member and you're not in there. Good stuff there. We even got Old Man Hasty in there a few days ago. So he's been active in the college basketball Discord. So definitely a great place to be. T-Bay says, Roby needs some soju to ease the pain. Lucky soju.
Roby kind of looks like Mahomes. Can you pull up a Google search on Isaiah Roby?
Yeah, how do you spell Isaiah?
Do
you know?
No, ISIAIAH. No, just right. Roby Thunder.
Yeah, there you go. Isaiah. There you go. Yeah, always a name I don't know how to spell. I've never known an Isaiah. Yeah, you got that. That looks like Mahomes to you?
Yeah, no, not that picture. He looks like the third Mahomes brothers. Is anyone here with me? Yeah, Rondo. He looks like Jackson Mahomes. Thomas, are you with me here? Do you think he looks like a Mahomes brother?
Is this the kind of analysis we bring to the table here, Chris?
KJ says he doesn't think so. Trigger says looks more like Jackson Mahomes. Can you pull up a picture of Jackson Mahomes? New tab. Yeah, you guys will see it here for sure. I mean, you see it here?
Yeah.
Maybe not Patrick. That's why I said he looks like a Mahomes brother. I didn't say he looks like Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, looks just like him.
Brother.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Like actually, like that's crazy.
Yeah. Come on, you guys don't see this?
I see it.
Yeah, Trigger says watch some Jackson Mahomes TikTok dances. I'll definitely pass on that.
When are we getting your TikTok dance, by the way?
Yeah, it's in the works, in the making. The Hug is here. Shout out to the Hug. He says, Chris, can you walk us through your process on the lineup that you hit the 297 or 397 on DK? Yeah, so I mean I didn't do too much. I set 2 uniques, and then I was late swapping before every game just to get the most optimal projection updates. So I think I just had 2 uniques and just kept late swapping with the news.
Yeah.
That's all I
Yeah,
did.
big shout out to the Hug actually. Good member here. I haven't seen him in the YouTube yet, so shout out to Jimmy the Hug. Um,
Jimmy, it's definitely not James. It's Jimmy.
I thought I saw James somewhere in the like. Hasty knows that one. He calls James a basketball Jimmy. I'm pretty sure I've seen an email James. So
So
anyway,
you're saying James turns into Jimmy, or Jimmy turns into
we
James?
we need the Hug to clarify. I'm like 99% sure I've seen him with a James in his email before when I've been helping him out. So I'm pretty sure I've seen a James.
We need Hasty to confirm as well. Trigger says Jimmy is a nickname for James. Yeah, I'm not on you with that.
Yeah, look, we got. I mean, what do you want me to do, Chris? We got Jimmy Huggins here saying it's both low legal as James. See,
You don't go from James to Jimmy.
dude, let James and Jimmy decide for himself. You're not even a James or a Jimmy. You're just a Chris.
I went Christopher to Chris. You don't go if you go from James, you become like Jam. You don't become Jimmy.
Jam.
Yeah, James maybe.
Jim goes to Jim then for you.
Maybe Ja. James to Ja.
I don't
Ja
know.
Morant. James Morant.
No, some names definitely get like a pass, and they get like more nicknames than like they make sense, but like they're just accepted. I think James Jimmy is one of them. But yeah, like it's not like a Chris to Christopher. Like you can't go from Christopher to like I don't know what's another C name. Charlie. Like you're not gonna go from Christopher to Charlie or something like that. Like that doesn't happen. But anyway, um, got some name talk here. Brandon says something about Mahomes, dance off, David Portnoy, Barstool. Looks like fun. He says. Jackson dead serious. Brandon says he destroyed you in the dance off. I didn't know you guys had a dance off. But anyway, Chris, we need to wrap up here.
He's saying that about Jackson Mahomes.
Got to wrap up,
Yeah.
Chris. Just
Yeah,
see some news
so
here.
DK.
Nawaba playing Wall game time decision again. Update there. Nance is playing. Let me load up this tweet here. It says John Wall game time decision because of back spasms. Wait and see in pregame warmups.
Does John become James?
Could. You never know. John could go Johnny.
Jonathan.
Yeah. Anyway,
Jonathan James.
come on. Moving on, Chris. Justin might have to take your job now, Chris. Moving on. DraftKings. We got to wrap it up. Who do you have there first core play?
Let's start with Harden here as well. I think he's in a really good spot. Obviously, with no KD and Kyrie, we can play him easily.
Okay. Number two.
Number two, let's go with Cousins free square here as well. Just way too cheap.
Yeah, we got to get that free square shirt, and no need to get cute merch from Hasty. He's got to make that for you. Figure out how to do that. Third one. Who do you have?
I'll go Nikola Vucevic. We can play two centers here on DK, so I love Vucevic today. Definitely have him as core here against the Bulls.
Okay. Number four. Anyone there? Simmons
Yeah.
playing, by the way.
Oh, we might get Embiid news right now then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go with Roby here. Value play. Yeah.
Okay.
Rest of Trae Young playing.
Pardon?
Trae Young is also playing.
Okay. Is there a fifth guy, Chris, for you or no?
Yeah, I'll go Bruce Brown. I think he becomes the sort of second ball handler on the Nets here for 3.5 on DraftKings. Really like that price tag.
Okay. Hit build.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get news. Seth Curry also playing. We usually update everything core plays in the Discord as well after the show. So maybe some things will change from here with all the news in this slate. So if you're in the Discord, if you're a member, you'll get that there. We can answer more questions there about construction and that type of stuff. But with the news we have now, let's just work with it. Which ones do you like here, Chris?
Let's go with the first two.
Okay, let's expand those. What do you like between these two?
So we have Harden in both, Roby in both, Vucevic in both, SGA in both. SGA is 7-4 here, so better price tag than FanDuel. Definitely don't mind him here at all. Bruce Brown, locked him. Cousins, we locked him. So we have a 2v2, Derek White, Patrick Williams versus McLaughlin, Wiggins. I mean, like I said last time, Roby is out. interesting.
How does that make you feel?
So let's obviously unlock him. Let's lock Mike Muscala. I think Mike Muscala is going to start here. Did we reach the like? Should we do the giveaway while I just sift through this news, try to update my teams here?
Yeah, I can do it. Let me open up the list of people. If you guys want to participate in the giveaway, you gotta type anything in the chat just so I see your name. I have no way of seeing if you're in the chat and you haven't chatted in like the last minute. So if you want to participate, just say anything at all in the chat and then I'll get you in there for the giveaway, week giveaway. Even if you're a member, you can still get it. Wheel of Names is the site we use. Let's see what else we got. Also got duplicate remover. Okay, and then yeah, guys. So just another reminder: if you want to do a giveaway, have a chance to win free week, extend your week. Just type anything in the chat. We'll do the giveaway. Doesn't matter what you say.
I think Alex deserves 2 entries for saying red roses.
You're gonna do that now? I thought before we didn't pick favorites.
I'm just kidding, but I really like that. Yeah, so say roses, and you probably have a better chance to win if you say roses.
Could be. Got a lot of Jimmy talk over here. James begot Jimmy begot Jim, Jimothy.
I think you're very behind.
Pardon?
Are you very far behind in the chat?
Oh yeah, I'm just reading. I missed it there, but we got some Robert, Bob to Robert, not Bob to Robert, but Robert to Bob only. Jonathan to John, but not John to Jonathan. Simple logic here, fellas. So you can't expand. Only make it smaller, Chris. Reduce. It's a pattern. Disappointment on Chris's face. Let's see. Justin says at Garry. Yeah. Good one. You could say that too. Doesn't matter what it is. Let's see. We got 12 guys here now in the giveaway. So if you don't see your name here, you want to do it, type anything, guys. Roses, hi, a number, the word anything. That's a good one. Some people like that one too. Just wait a bit more. Did you update the projections, Chris?
Yeah, I got rid of Robia. I'm trying to figure out what my favorite team is here.
Yeah, Trigger says roses really smell like doo-doo. Not sure what kind of roses he's been smelling, Chris.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he picked up some roses, like in a dog, like had its business by those roses, and then that's the smell he got. First impression, only impression from Trigger. I don't know. You never know. But let's see, 15 guys here. I think that's good. Hug says, you guys had any talks to do these videos for more sports in the future, MLB or NFL next season? Yeah, definitely. We want to do every main sport and get like even niche sports in there. I think it's just a matter of growing DFS Crunch, and then we can get more people to do some content for us for the other sports. Like the problem for baseball or football, for example, for me, like I could host it, but like I don't really know those sports as well as I know basketball. Like I know basketball. Chris knows all the sports, so I don't know if he'd have time to do like every single sport show if there's like overlay. So I just think we need to grow a bit and then get some guys here who want to do content for us with us, and then it'll make it a lot easier. Just working on the optimizer, doing the projections, all that takes up a lot of time. So, and on top of that, doing more sports, it's kind of a lot of time. But yeah, what do you want to say about that one, Chris?
Yeah, we definitely will be doing way more stuff for other sports.
Yeah. Brent says, please add me. I think we have you now. 17 guys here.
Your camera's in the way.
Oh, my bad. got something. Josh says, yo. What else we got? Oh, apparently it's a song, Outcast song.
Gary's too young.
No, I like Outcast. I don't really listen to Outcast that much, but I'll listen to it after. I think it sounds familiar. I know that song. Just doesn't click right away for me. Justin Jackson pivot on DK from Roby, Chris.
I don't know. Like Dort is back. Baisley's questionable. I don't know if Justin Jackson will pop a lot. Kenrich is there as well, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nwaba in from Trigger.
Joel Embiid went through shoot around. He's going to be a game time decision.
Yeah. Okay, let's do this giveaway, Chris. We still have to do DraftKings. Like, you want to redo DraftKings after?
Yeah, we have to.
Okay, let's spin it. See who gets it today.
I told you. He wrote Red Roses and he won. I mean, I tried to tell you.
Did anyone else write Red Roses after? We got Dinda writing Roses.
Yeah, but he was the first one. He said Red Roses without me even saying it. Alex, he definitely deserves it.
Even he's surprised. Like, wow. Like, can't believe it worked. Yeah, I'm not sure the connection there, but I guess there must be some sort of connection. That's awesome. Justin ... Does Alex know how to do it, Chris?
I'm not sure. Alex, do you have an account with DFS Crunch? Let's see what he says.
Yeah, I'll just go over it quickly. If you don't have an account, all you have to do, go dfscrunch.com, create an account here. Oh, you do have an account. Okay. In that case, just send us, you can tweet at us, DFS Crunch, send us a DM there with your email, or if you're in the Discord, just send me a message with your email that you use with us, and then I'll just extend your account or just refund like a week worth of access for you. So
I don't know if he's subscribed.
Oh, well, if you're not subscribed,
just tell me what your email is in the chat if you're comfortable with that, or just DM us.
Yeah, DM on Twitter. But anyway, should we just refresh, hit rebuild here, Chris?
Yeah, let's do that. We got to unlock Roby.
Got it. I think we don't have Roby.
We don't need to lock Muscala.
Okay. Hit build?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the email for you, Chris.
Okay. Yeah, you can build it with those locks.
Okay, building. Yeah, what do you like here, Chris? We got Muscala here without a lock. Keldon Johnson.
Yeah. I definitely like the first team. Like I think Muscala, he's gonna go up even more with his projection. Right now we have him at 22.7. I think he'll land by the time that game comes around, it'll probably be around 24. So I definitely like that team a lot. I don't really even need to compare.
Got it. Okay. I think that's it then for today. We'll sort out the account for you, Alex. You got that going, Chris? Done?
Yeah, and we gotta go over FanDuel again.
Oh yeah, right. Let's get rid of. Do we have Roby here? Yeah, we do. Let's refresh as well. We're gonna get the starting lineups in 1 minute.
Yeah, only for the Bulls game. Yeah. I think we know starting for the Magic, but yeah, that's going to be important for the Bulls.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you see here, Chris, with FanDuel now?
Let's bump up Muscala a bit since he's not popping yet.
Okay. Anyone who's not a member, projections do update for you. Just a little delay here because during the show we're going over it, so usually it'll update maybe like 5-10 minutes from now, and then you can get the latest projections. But just for the sake of the show, just so we get Muscala in here, because we predict that he'll go up a bit. But what do you want to put him at? 24, 25?
Yeah, we can put him at 24.5.
Okay. Let's see what we get. I think we're getting a lot of updates now, actually. So Might take a while, Chris, to see the lineups here.
Did you hit build?
Yeah, it's just the page for some reason. Got to look into this some more, but
See, now it's building.
no, it built. It just didn't go to the.
Well, let's go to lineup preview. Let's see what it gives us there.
Yeah, it should work. Yeah.
Yeah, so we got Muscala in this team now. John Wall obviously is questionable, game time decision. I mean, this team, if John Wall was playing, this team looks really good. We get Keldon. I like Keldon. Temple, Williams, Levine. So we got the Bulls value there. Muscala for 3.7. I really like that price tag. I think he's gonna. I don't know if I'll lock him. I'll have to look more after the show. I'll definitely put it in the Discord, but I have a lot of interest in Muscala, assuming he's starting. That's going to be the big thing that I'm waiting on. But yeah, I like this team here.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, we got Wall, though. What do you think of Wall? Because I think you didn't really like him at the price tag before, with the minutes being unknown. You said him being unleashed would be good, but he's not unleashed yet. What do you think of the other ones here? If you didn't like Wall.
If you look at the second one, we have a Wall, Williams versus Rubio, Collins, 2v2. Looks like we got some news. So we got Valentine starting, so I don't think we'll have interest in Temple anymore. Or I think we might still have Sun, but I think the main guy is going to be Valentine. He's 4-1 on FanDuel. He's 4K on DraftKings. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think we have time to go over the lineups. I have to build some tournament stuff, but yeah, definitely have way more interest in Valentine now over Temple, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll leave it here. A little abrupt maybe, but just so you guys know, we do update the projections in the background, so if you are a member, you don't have to worry about it. We just have to, I think it's 30 minutes to lock now, so we just have to focus on those a bit more now. Usually finish a bit earlier, so that's why we're kind of cutting it now, but definitely don't worry about the projections too much if you're a member. They'll be updated as always, so that's kind of what we want to do now, so easier for us to do that off the show.
Wait, never mind, sorry. I thought Kevin Durant was back in today, but we got news that he can rejoin the Nets on Friday, so in 6 days.
Yeah. Any closing remarks quickly, Chris, from you?
No, I mean, I hope we don't get too much more news, but yeah, I mean, when we get news, it's sort of an edge. We can late swap, we can do that sort of thing. So I don't mind the news. It's just gets a little hectic. That's the only problem.
Yeah, especially going through lineups and then getting news and having to go over lineups again. Definitely easier when you just hit build and look for yourself. So we'll take care of that for all the members. No need to worry there. Appreciate you guys tuning in as always, guys. Thanks for all the chat. It makes it a lot of fun. I'll do the show again tomorrow. As always, I think it'll be an earlier one. Quite a bit early, actually, so definitely an earlier one. Subscribe, hit the bell button, hit all. Show's always free. Same format here, so if you like it, come back again. If you enjoyed the video as well and you didn't thumbs up, be sure to do that. Just a reminder there. And then for the giveaway, if you didn't win the giveaway and you just want to try out our optimizer yourself, head to dfscrunch.com, get yourself a free 3-day trial, no code or anything required, automatically applied. You can cancel anytime before then if you don't like it, but I'm sure you will. So definitely do that if you're not a member. Yeah, that said, guys, thanks for tuning in. We'll be in the Discord, updating projections. Might get a little hectic, but we'll make your job easier. And yeah, good luck tonight, guys. We'll see you all tomorrow.